have our heading.
Here we go!
From the magic within our hearts to the adventure beyond the horizon, there is only one Disney.
This video is also sponsored by SoFab, a great site that gives health advice for allergies, conditions, essential oils, and other remedies. Please visit SoFab.com today. Hello my YouTube friends, I hope you guys are having a great summer. Since the Battle for Mewni movie is coming really soon, I want to tackle a topic I've been itching to talk about. This isn't a superhero video, Rascal. I know that! Anyway, I've been wanting to talk about Starco and Jarco. Okay, hear me out, guys. Look, I was once a Jarco shipper myself. In the beginning, I wanted Marco to go out with Jackie, since that was his crush. But as season 1 continued, especially with Blood Moon Ball, I started to shift towards Starco. By the end of the season, I was Team Starco all the way. Of course, the show didn't forget about Jarco, surprising us all by making it canon near the end of Season 2. With Starco becoming more and more hinted in Season 3 images and clips, we need to ask one question. Is Jarco ending? Now don't worry, I'm not bashing on Jarco at all. I'm just pointing out the big faults in it. There's dozens and dozens of videos and essay posts about why Starco is going to end, but I'm going to keep it simple and only give 3 important reasons why. Now it's totally fine if you still ship Jarco after Season 2, this is only my personal opinion and analysis. So let's get started. Okay, so even though this show gives a ton of hints and moments towards Starco, there's also been many hints about Jarco as well, which brings me to reason 1. The show hints Jarco at the tragic end. Ever since Jackie's broken skateboard, fans have been saying that this was all an early sign. This could mean that Marco will break Jackie's heart in the future, whether it's because of Star or other unmentioned reasons. A second sign was in Marco's dream in Season 2. People have been racking their brains out trying to decipher what all these things mean. I looked up all these events and it turns out it's pretty detailed. You might want to look up some of these yourself. You'll be really surprised at what it all means. The one part I'm talking about was the Blood Moon segment, in which Marco sees Jackie and his friends floating to the Blood Moon. Researching this surprisingly common dream, seeing a red moon in your dreams means disappointment in a relationship and or the end of a love life due to mistrust or deceit. So way before Bomb on the Birthday Clown, the crew has already confirmed that Jarco is not going to end well, which would explain the hints given prior to the episode. Marco, of all people, is going to break up with his lifelong crush, the girl he's been going after since he was a little kid. The reason is still unclear, but maybe more is coming in Season 3 to give an explanation. Which brings me to the second reason they'll be Just Friends was never about Starco. I know this is going to be a tough thing to discuss for Crush Starco fans, and since this episode was banned from TV because of one scene that had nothing to do with the show. Seriously, it doesn't even make any sense. I'll get to the point so we're not here all day. My mom watched this episode with me, and like everyone else, we thought Starco was sunk because this episode was advertised to be this, and ended up being this.
You dirty bastard!
But after being forced to listen to this song on an endless loop 100 times a day because my mom thinks it's the greatest song in Western animation, she realized that the lyrics to the song were about Jackie and Marco breaking up and only being friends. I thought she was crazy and was in denial about Starco ending because she's a big shipper, but after listening a few more times, it turns out she was right.
Say what?
Yes, my fellow Starco lovers, this ship is back in the sea. Going back over the lyrics, she noticed that the first set of lyrics don't match Star and Marco. It was no secret, the way that we feel, a love that's so pure, a love that's so real. It sounds like the people in the song are already a couple. They aren't a couple yet, but they are. And Second verse, show me your world and it felt like a sign, but you acted too slow and you ran out of time. Marco did show Star more things on Earth, which did seem like more was coming, but never did. And Star couldn't be too slow about telling him her feelings because she stated she thought her feelings would be temporary, so this doesn't match Starco either. But Marco took 10 years to ask Jackie out, and she started to get more involved in the Weird and Wild adventure since Sleepover. So in that way, she's getting involved in his world. So this actually does work with Jarco. Now for the final part. I didn't mean to hurt you, you didn't have a clue, so you went out and got busy and found somebody new, and now we'll be just friends. Now this one kind of puzzles me. If they do break up, I'm not sure if Marco will break it off because of his feelings for Star and the fact that Jackie's acting really out of character, or Jackie will break it off thinking that Marco will be better off and happier with Star. Or to know she's crazy and Marco's got to ditch yet another stalker.
Imagine all the time we'll save if we learn to read each other's minds.
Oh, relax, I'm kidding. With all this evidence and a lack of interaction between the two, this brings me to the third, last, and most important reason. There is no chemistry between the characters. There's no doubt about it, the writers are telling us it's just not meant to be. What makes both of these ships very great is that they're the complete opposite of the love triangle cliche we see in every other series and movie. Jackie isn't a jerk, and Marco isn't so stupid he can't see it, nor is Star competing for his affection. Jackie's actually a pretty cool and nice girl. Marco actually got together with his lifelong crush, which never happens in these types of situations, so it's a pretty big deal. And even though Star is jealous, she doesn't try to sabotage a relationship. At least on purpose. No matter how much it hurts her. And Lord, does it hurt us all!
I don't know how to feel!
But answer me this. If we think Jackie is so cool, what has she done to earn that? Exactly. We know nothing about her other than skateboarding, her interest in history books, I think, in that one episode, and some very specific info from the Dimensional Guidebook. Now that we're seeing more of her outside of a cameo, you suddenly realize that she's still a mystery. And whenever these two are on screen, I get this meh feeling. Literally every time I'm just... And that's not just a shipper in me talking. Romance Scrooge gives out some very good points here.
Star Crush is the proverbial icing on the cake here. Marco and Jackie are just beyond the initial honeymoon glamour. They're at that in-between phase where they're still excited about dating, but starting to establish some kind of rhythm as a couple. Every one-on-one scene between them feels like there's some kind of disconnect.
Even one of my best friends, Dudley, stated, "The reason why I'm not a Jarco shipper is because I don't feel any chemistry with these two. I'm hoping that we'll learn more about Jackie and that this relationship ends gently." Not sure what Looney Cat feels about this, but I'm sure he'll tell us soon. Anyway, this proves that many people are seeing that Jarco isn't as perfect as we once thought it would be. Even in Trickstar, yet another clue was given, which I think was given by Adam MacArthur rather than Marco himself.
Star, it's not real. The point of Earth magic is to allow yourself to be entertained by pretending that it's real. Just like love.
Oh my god!
Okay, as far as I know, Marco would never say something like this. This was one of the final nails in the coffin. There is nothing about these two that sing. They've done nothing interesting together yet. And they say nothing interesting to each other. It's just plain boring now. Once again, Romance Scrooge stated,
Jackie and Marco's interactions feel hollow. They get along, yes, but there isn't the same kind of click or energy Marco shares with Star. Part of this chalks up to how much time Star and Marco have spent together, though the clincher isn't necessarily how much better established Marco's friendship with Star is. It's more of why the dynamic between them works so well. Marco plays grounding anchor to Star's wild antics, and Star encourages Marco to step out of his comfort zone.
and because Starco has had way more development, chemistry, likable characters, and well-written ship-focused episodes, this just keeps proving the ships prevail. And in the end, Marco may realize that Jackie isn't the girl we all know. She's not what she seems. And the fact that they have nothing in common nor play off each other as well as Starco cements this. So, unfortunately for Jarco shippers, it looks like this ship is doomed to sink in Season 3. With tons of evidence from the first 2 seasons and the massive hints of what we know in Season 3, the thing hasn't even premiered yet. Jackie may be in the show still, but her role is about to change. Heck, I think she may even be better off with Oscar. They're both easygoing and laid back, so at least that makes sense. Don't hurt me, please! And if I didn't care about you think it would waste time that I have too much of analyzing a fictional couple development in a cartoon that I'm obsessed with?
I don't think so.
That's what makes Starco and Jarco so engaging. You just can't help discussing it and talking about it. It's just so interesting. They're so different from everyone else's couple cliche. So whether you're pro Starco, Jarco, Tomco, or any of the other 100 ships floating around, Jarco is the one ship that's destined to be sunk. And now I'm off to prepare for the TV movie, and hopefully get back to my Zootopia project, and stop overanalyzing things. Let me know what you think is going to happen to the ship in the comments, and if you feel I've missed something about these ships, since I'm always respectful towards other ships. Thanks for watching. Later!